Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making a vacation wardrobe. I am going to Ibiza in about 2.5 weeks. I already have some pieces that I'm going to be taking with me, but there are so many like new patterns and dresses that I've been kind of saving for a summer holiday to make them. So now is the perfect time and I've got like 2.5 weeks to get it done. I've already actually cut out like 6 patterns already. I did that over the last couple of days before it occurred to me maybe I should film this. So here we are halfway through the cutting session. We are going to go and sew those ones first, and then after we've done that I have another 3 or 4 patterns that I would like to cut and sew also. So I'm doing them in 2 halves because that way I can clear my table. I'll go through with you now what I plan to make in this first batch, and then once we've finished sewing that, so hopefully in about a week or so when we're finished sewing those, I'll show you what the second batch is and hopefully we can get it done before the trip. I mean, we're thinking maxi dresses, we're thinking boho, we're thinking easy breezy and relaxed, but we're also thinking party, we're thinking beach club, we're thinking a little bit of glamour for the evening festivities, and I think we might do one club night. Like, I'm not really a clubbing person, at least not anymore. I do love to dance though, but my yeah, that's not really me. But I will do one night, because why are you going to Ibiza if you're not even going to sample that at least once? But before we do any of that, we need to make some clothes. So let me show you the first batch of clothing that I've already cut out, and we're just going to get straight into sewing. So what are we making? I have got my little pile of stuff, but I've picked up the scraps so that I don't mess up my nice neat pile, so I can show you all the things that we're going to be making this week. So first things first, we're going to be making this pattern here, which is McCall's 8311. We're going to be making this view here, view C. It is the one-shouldered dress with the cut out. It has a little hoop that I need to put in there, and it's super cute. Like, the other styles are nice too, but I didn't really want the sleeve. I just wanted it to be a cut out dress. I'm going to be using this fabric here, which is a knitted fabric that's slightly sheer, and as you can see, it's like cream and yellow and brown, and it's got like this zigzag chevron print, very close to Missoni print, so absolutely needs to be some sort of like beachy style dress. I'm not going to line it because I actually want to be able to wear like a bikini under it, and it's for hot weather. Now for the loop that will go around the waist, I've got like a few different options. We have a normal like gold hoop, which will work really well. I also have a triangle here, which would also work pretty well. I also picked these ones up from Etsy. This one has got a little hook in here, so it's made to actually have fabric go through it. So I think if I do use this, this will be something that's quite good for the shoulder portion, because it's got like a little bit of a glamour there. I also have a second one that we can use for the waist, but I also do have these 2 options, which isn't a full circle, but it has been made so that it's thicker at the end so the fabric doesn't come off. So this might be something that's a little bit different than your standard circle. So I will decide what I want to do, because if I don't use it for that, I might use it for a bikini for the top and the pant. So that is look number 1. So the next fabric I'm going to be using is this viscose here. Look how fun and bright this is. I fell in love with this when I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. It is like really nice drapey lightweight viscose, and for this I'm going to be making the Shirley sheared dress. So it's a sheared elastic dress, really nice and forgiving, stretchy, and super summery. The Shirley sheared dress is from Gracie Steele, Melbourne. She is a pattern designer that's based out in Australia, and she made this dress, and it's super cute, and it comes in lots of different variations, and I thought, oh my gosh, yes, flirty little summery number for like walking around those Spanish streets. Absolutely. So that's what I'm going to be making with that. There are a couple different versions of how you can make it. One is just like at the normal waist, another one is with a drop waist, and another one is with a V waist. And I'm making the V waist version because I think that will be probably the most flattering. The third thing that we're making is out of this fabulous fabric you might have already seen on my mannequin. This is another kind of like Missoni-esque knitted fabric. It is truly a knitted fabric, and it is going to be so light and airy because we're going to be making a beach dress with this. Now, the pattern that I got for this, I actually went on a bit of a pattern spree on Etsy because at the moment I'm trying out all these random patterns. There are so many of them and I just want to see if they work or not. So I'm like basically trying them out so that you don't have to. So you'll be able to see my pattern review as I'm doing them. But it was just like a simple backless dress with like bat wings, which will be perfect over a bikini by a pool. And there's a mini dress version, and I think if I like it enough, I have some other fabrics that I can make like a maxi version. So we're going to trial it with this because I have so much of this fabric, and that's the dress that we're making. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using this linen fabric, printed linen, in this kind of like brown and black zebra print. I really like it. It's given off like tropical holiday vibes, but also like relaxed safari, which I'm okay with. With this fabric, I'm going to be making a two-piece set. I'm making the Mara trousers from Vicky Sews, which is just like an elasticated waist, wide leg trousers, great for summer. And then for the top, I'm going with the Stay Stitched Malibu shirt. Now that is a twist front shirt that has no buttons, so it's super relaxed and it's a little bit cropped. I've made one before and I absolutely loved it, and I've been meaning to make another one, and I think that and the high-waisted like elasticated trousers makes for a really nice relaxed summer set. So those are like the 5 things that I've cut out so far, and now I have to decide which ones I want to make first. So in both of my machines at the moment I have orange thread because I just made a orange dress, which you might have seen in one of my previous videos. So I think I will start with this fabric first and use orange thread instead of the cream green or this kind of beige color. And it's also in my serger as well, so yeah, it should be a really easy make. All of these patterns come with instructions, some a little bit more detailed than others, so we're just gonna follow along and see how they go. Dress is pinned together, side seams, and the shoulder seams. I'm going to put them through the serger, and then I need to add the sleeves, and then we need to make 2 ties for this open back here so that we can tie it together and it doesn't just fall off completely. And then this dress is done. It doesn't need hemming because where I cut it at the end, it already has like a little selvage edge, and I also did the same things with the sleeve, so it's already finished at the edge. This is the easiest thing I've ever had to make. Okay, so I've just serged this together and this is what it's looking like. Now, I got a few bugbears. Obviously, I should have probably done a mock-up. Like, do as I say, not as I do. This is smaller than I expected. Now, I did measure myself and I also went by the measurements, and the sleeves here are a little tighter because I think my arms are just naturally bigger. I got the muscles. And also around my chest. Now, I did go by the bust measurement, and yet still it feels very tight in here. So I am going to recut the sleeves. I'm considering maybe recutting the whole thing and just making it much larger so it's the fit that I'm looking for. And what I will do is repurpose this dress and use it to maybe make myself like a little bikini top, like a crop top, something like that, because there is enough fabric here to actually make myself something cute. I could even just chop it at the waist and have myself a really cute skirt if I make it elasticated. Maybe I'll do that, but I think I'm gonna have to recut it because the arm is just too tight. It's not comfortable, and even when I attach the ties to the shoulder, it's gonna feel really tight across the chest. But I do love the color, and I think it's a very cute little dress, and I think it will look great with a bikini on. So this is what we're looking like here. Let's do it again. Okay, we are all finished with dress number 1. As you can see, I cut a completely different dress. I really didn't like the way that one fit. It was too tight. It was just not working for me. So first of all, we changed the orientation. So instead of stripes going across, we went with stripes down. A little bit more stretch there. Then I recut the sleeves and the whole dress with about 1 inch on both sides to make it a lot more loose. And then when I put it together, I did a little bit more tapering here because it was actually quite large on the hips. So more tapering and fitting to make it fit. And now I have the fit that I like. So this is what the dress is looking like. Very, very cute. But we don't have time to waste. So on to the next one. We are making bias binding. I don't do this very often, but when I do, I'm always so impressed with myself that I was able to do this instead of buy it. Now, normally I would just like use my rotary cutter and cut the 45-degree angle. This time I tried to do like the continuous method, and the geometry that you need to know to do that is quite funny. So at one point I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I figured it out. So here we are, making bias binding like a boss. Okay, so I've actually spent quite a bit of the day doing other things, but we are back on the project and we have finished the shirring portion. This is the top and it looks so tiny now. This is the top half and it goes into a V. We've busted out my other machine as well as this. This one's doing the shirring. This one is for non-shirring because I think I've got another shirring project coming up. So that way I don't have to like change threads all the time. But I've just put together the top. It actually looks really nice sheared together. The pattern looks really cool. And I've made some bias binding, and I've also got some straps here. So we're going to add the straps to the front and also to the back. And I've got my handy dandy little box of findings because we're going to need all of these so that they are adjustable. And then we will move on to the skirt portion, and then we hem, and then we're done. So I started the second dress like a day and a half ago. Yesterday, a lot of procrastination happening. I sheared everything, but the tension it just wasn't stretching like it should. So I had to unpick the whole thing. I took all of this shearing off and started again. So it took me the whole day. Anyway, this is the top part done. I went for the V shape. This is the Shirley sheared dress, and I've just put the straps on, which are adjustable, and tried it on. And I actually really like it. Like, I really like it. It's a really good stretch. I'm not wearing a bra right now, and it kind of keeps everything in place, which is nice, like a little bit of support. I have the skirt here, which has some pins in it. This is the skirt and this is the back. It's got a V yoke at the front. Now I have to gather this together to fit into this so that it can hang down and be a very cute little dress. So that's what I'm going to do this morning, and who knows how long it's going to take. Like, gathering shouldn't take that long, but every time I think something is going to be a quick job, it takes the whole day. So we're just going to get it done. I'm going to hem it first before I gather it together, because it's like, it's much easier if it's already hemmed. So hem it first, gather, attach it here, clean up this little V shape, and we're done. But I really like how this top fits, and I actually really like the fabric all cinched up. It's actually really cute and like tropical pattern, so very happy with this. I'm gonna carry on, and then if we can get this one done in a reasonable time, we'll start on number 3. So this is the Shirley sheer dress. It is all finished and it's on the mannequin because I just put her on here, and I need to immediately get on to the next item because I have been procrastinating, and over the weekend it was really sunny, so I was out in the garden doing things that really needed to be done, and I didn't do any sewing. So I managed to finish this last night at like 11 o'clock, and now I have basically a week to get everything done. So you'll see this at the end of the video. On to the next one. Next items we are going to be making are the Malibu shirt by Stay Stitch Patterns, and then the matching trousers, which will be with Vicky Sew's Mara. So these are both in the same linen, so we're going to do these both kind of like at the same time. I'm just going to be sewing all the seams that I need to, and hopefully we can get this together pretty quickly. I'm not taking any breaks today apart from lunch. That is it. Let's see if we can at least finish one of these items. Okay, little progress check. We have basically put the front and the back of the shirt together. We are going to add the sleeves and then close the side seams. And then we're going to make this, it's not really a twist front, more like the placket goes down, under, through and up, and it gathers up this bit here like that. So yeah, this is going together pretty nice, and yeah, let's get it finished. Top is finished, and I actually think it looks really good. I've been saving this fabric for a little while for a 2-piece set, and I actually think this is perfect. This also comes together really quickly. I actually have been wearing this for like 3 hours. I made this a couple of hours ago and then I made dinner, but I really like it. Super relaxed and great for beach wear because obviously it has no buttons or anything like that, so you can wear like your bikini underneath, and then you've got like this nice relaxed top. So very happy. But now that dinner is finished, I've got a couple of hours before I go to bed. We're going to start on the trousers and probably finish them tomorrow. So this is the linen set finished. I absolutely love it. I made sure that they went all the way down to the floor so that if I do decide to wear a pair of heels with this, then I can. Yeah, super nice, really stretchy, relaxed, oversized, all the things I love. On to the next part. I just have this dress, the one shoulder dress to make, and then we have to start recutting the rest of the stuff. I honestly thought that I would not make it, but we've still got like 10 days to go, so I might be able to get almost all the things done. I might be speaking too soon, but we're gonna still push for more stuff. So this is this outfit. Let's make this one shoulder dress. Right, so we have started on the one shoulder dress. Just a little recap, we are making this McCall's 8311 and we're making view C. Now, it looks all well and good, but you see this shoulder here? I think we can make it better. So, I'm adding this little buckle. Now this is the shoulder, we've got front and back. So what I'm going to do is thread this whole top through that, and this will gather the buckle up and it will be a little fun shoulder feature, and then we'll carry on as normal. This is the ring that we're going to use for the bottom to attach the skirt. It is a completely different color gold, but from what I can see here at least, you can't really see the ring because the fabric will be over it. If that is the case, then it doesn't matter what color I use, so I'll use that. As you can see, I've just threaded it in and it already looks miles better. So that's going to be the shoulder, and now we can put everything together as the instructions say. Okay, so this is McCall's 8311 with my little modification, which is this little buckle here. It can move up to the shoulder for like this look, but if I'm going for like maybe a really exaggerated look, I can do that, which I absolutely love. I'm really happy with this. I love the colour. And yeah, I'm actually really surprised with how this turned out. Not at all like I thought it would, but like I actually love it, so I'm very happy. It's super long right now, as in there's so much extra, so I need to hem it to the right height, and I'm considering maybe putting a thigh split in. I'm not sure, I'll think about that, but right now how it is, absolutely love it. But I'm definitely going to need to get some gold body oil to get the glow on when I wear this, and do some more arm exercises because this needs sculpted shoulders, you know. But yeah, absolutely love this. And now I need to get to cutting out the next patterns so that we can get them finished. We have 8 days. It's been about 2 days since I finished my one shoulder dress, which I absolutely love. I'm still very amazed at how nice it turned out. And I've spent that 2 days cutting out the next patterns. So we're going to do this again. Round 2. Let me show you what we are making. So the first thing that we're going to be making is a swimsuit, not a bikini because I have quite a few of those, but I fancied a new swimsuit, and I saw that Edgewater Avenue have a brand new one that came out recently called the Athena, which is basically a one piece with like a gathered hole in the middle, and it like is a halter neck, and I think it looks very nice, and everyone that has made it looks really good in theirs. So I'm making it in this green fabric. This is like a green swimwear fabric. I really like this color. I think it looks really flattering against the body. So the next thing I'm going to be making is a dress from Etta Patterns called the Marie dress. This is like a dupe from the Mirapolais brand, but it's like a very cute, just like cap sleeved princess cut dress, like a 3 either bow or button detail in the front. I've seen a few versions of this. My favorite version is with 3 buttons, but the picture on the pattern is with 3 bows. I think I'll probably do buttons with like an elastic loop, and I'm going to be making, I've cut these out already, but I'm going to be making it out of like this stretch crepe that I have in black. So we're going for like a little black dress vibes, something that we can wear away, but something also I can just wear out anytime. So also it's a way for me to test out what the pattern's like, because I do not have any time to do any mocking up. So I'm going to make it in this black. If it turns out great, amazing. I know I can do it in other colors because I do have a yellow linen that I think the dress would look gorgeous in, but I don't want to cut into it until I know what it's like. So this one's the practice that I will take on holiday with me if it works. Next up, we've got a Milkmaid style dress by, I think it's called Siri Studios. Again, another Etsy buy. I've been like going into Etsy and just buying up all the patterns just to try them out, as you probably would have seen in my last video. This one is from Siri Studios and is basically, it's got the Milkmaid style front, so like pull string gathered at the bust, with like a fitted waist and a fitted skirt. Now for me it feels very much like 90s vibes and very much like the Reformation dresses that we're seeing, but with the Milkmaid style front. And because of that, a little while ago I picked up this fabric when I was in Paris, and it just gave me 90s like milkmaid style dress vibes from the fabric. And I saw it and I thought, I really want to make a Reformation style dress with that. And now I have the pattern, I'm gonna do it. Finally, I've got a two-piece pattern set from Helper Sew, which is the pantsy shirt and the Cali shorts for a two-piece set. I've got this linen. It's like a cream linen with these like yellow flowers on it. So something like easy breezy. I've got 8 days to do this, but we're going to take off 2 days because, as I was saying before, I usually do my own hair and I'll probably do it in braids. So that's going to take me like 2 days. So I've got 6 days to get these done. Enough talking, let's do round 2. Alright, so we've been sewing for a couple of hours and we are starting with the Marie dress. This one looks fairly straightforward. It's not a lined dress, but I didn't really read the instructions beforehand because I cut 4 of everything apart from the back, which is on fold. So I thought about maybe, because this is a cutout, maybe lining the front and doing the cutout and then turning inside. But the other way they say to do it is to use binding. So I'm trying to figure out what's easier. I might try the binding route first. If that doesn't work, then we'll line the front because I have the pieces. Anyway, we'll see. So I've basted it together just to get an idea of what it's going to look like, whether I need to take it in. So coming closer, you can see we've got the cap sleeve. The sleeve is fine, but this here, there's so much like extra space and it's meant to be really, really fitted. So I did think about going down these princess lines, but I think we're going to start from the armpit, take in a little bit here. And instead of taking in from these front lines and ruining this neckline, we're going to take in from these back 2 lines here. For the most part, I think it looks okay as a little black dress. I'm now deciding like what kind of binding do I want to add. Maybe something fun, like a fun trim to like just make it look a little bit different. The one in the picture has like the ruffled ribbon, but I don't have any of that, but I do have some rickrack, so maybe that will look quite cool going around. I have no idea. I guess it's experimentation time. Okay, so this is the dress that I've taken in at the sides. It looks a lot nicer. Just for context, I'm wearing my leggings underneath, but it's still pretty fitted. It looks less like a nightie and more like something I might wear out. However, because it's black, it needs a bit of pizzazz. So after I bind the edges and put my little elastic loops in this section here, so 1, 2, 3 is where the elastic loops will be, I'm now thinking about trim. So I have lots of different trims. I've got this lace trim here, which might look nice, but will be quite difficult for these loops. I also have this black trim here, which again would look quite nice here, but be quite difficult on this loops. So I have come up with good old rickrack. Now, this sometimes feels like an arts and craft project, but I think that this could look really, really nice because I've got the really small stuff. So if it's just lining the edge and does the loop, goes all the way around the edge and then also across the sleeve, might even also do across the bottom and keep it quite simple like that, I think it will look quite nice. Still got that kind of like cottagecore look to it, but like it's black instead of white. So that's what I think I'm gonna go with. It is Sunday morning and I have spent the last 2 days not sewing again. We've had a lot of things going on. Why is it always when I'm in a rush to do something, the rest of my life is like Excuse me. So I've got other things that I need to do this week. I need to do my hair. It's going to take like 2 days. I've got to like prep. We got waxes, nails, all of that stuff. So I actually don't have enough time to get all 5 of the pieces done. So we've had to do a strategic move around. The dress that I was literally just working on in the last scene, it needs trim, but the trim has to wait. I'm going to start making the other dress, the Reformation style one, and then I'm going to make the swimsuit, because I definitely want the swimsuit. Those 2 are a priority. I'm going to be sewing for the full day today, so we'll see how much of that we can get. If I manage to get those done and I've still got 1 more day of sewing left, then we will go with a 2-piece set. If we can't do it, then we will just have to wait until we get back from Ibiza. But that's kind of what we're going to do now. So I don't expect to finish all 5 of these pieces, but we're going to kind of prioritize the ones that I do actually want and need for the trip. And then we'll see what else we can get done. So this morning I have smocked the back bit, which looks really nice. We've got the top part here. This is like the little bra portion. It's inside out and we've got straps. I'm about to turn that in. And then over here, really quickly put the skirt portion together. And because that's on the bias, it feels a bit wonky, so I need to hang that for a bit so that we can cut it to length. And then we've got some extra straps here. So at the moment, we've got the 3 components of the dress that we need to just put together. And then this one will be done. So I'm going to try and work as fast as I can. There'll probably be a little bit less filming so that I don't have to faff around with the camera. But we're going to get this done, and then we're going to move on to the swimsuit, which also looks like a fairly simple make, kind of the same properties as this, with gathering and double layers, and then hopefully maybe we'll be able to get this one done, but we'll see. Alright, so I have made the top portion and bottom portion. I've basted it together at the waist, and we've just pinned down the side where the zip is going to go. I love this. This is the Milkmaid dress by Siri Studio. I was thinking like 90s style, like strappy dress. And this is exactly what I was thinking, and I really like the gathered front. Yeah, as far as sizing goes, I did have to take a little bit off the sides. I still have to take a lot more just here off the hip, because it's like got quite a bit of a dip, but I think once the zip is in, it will be quite nice. Now the back has this ruching, but I think I need to make it slightly smaller because it's not stretching at all. I'm going to cut that down so that it actually has adjustment in the back, and the straps are actually kind of loops and stops on the top, so all of the support for my bust is actually in this strap, and this actually feels like really loose. So we have a lot of fitting to do, but generally I think the dress is really nice, very 90s. I don't like the length though. It's right at my ankle, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, basted together, it looks quite nice. Okay, so today is Tuesday and today is hair day, so we have stopped sewing, and I think that is going to be it. The reason why I say think, if I finish my hair, so my hair, because I'm braiding it, it's going to take me like hours, and I usually split it over 2 days, but I am home alone today, so I think maybe if I spend the entire day doing my hair, I might have an extra day to do some sewing. Maybe. If not, I'm pretty happy with where I am at the moment. So we made my 2-piece linen set, which I absolutely love. We made the sheared Shirley dress by Gracie Still Patterns. I also made the swimsuit by Edgewater Avenue. I managed to make another swimsuit last night, a little cheeky one. That is also another Edgewater Avenue pattern. I made the Milkmaid dress from Siri Studio. I also made the beach cover up, which I absolutely love, and it's going to go with my swimsuits perfectly. And then I made the one shoulder dress, which was a McCall's pattern. For now, let's just assume that I am done, and you will see the final products when I'm out in Ibiza. I will film them by the pool for you. But if you have a look at the time and there's a little bit more than you were expecting, that means I finished my hair and we had time. So we'll see. We'll see what the end of this video is, because currently I do not know. Anyway, I'm going to go do my hair now. So I'll see you in a couple of days in my outfits. How is that for a view? Love it. Hello. We're in Ibiza, and the place where we are staying is so beautiful. The pictures really didn't do it justice. I'm in just one of the little seating areas. We've got a pool that's over there, and we've got a beautiful view over San Antonio Bay. Hopefully I'll be able to show you what it looks like. But yeah, I figured now that I'm here, I can show you all the outfits. So here they are.